Let me ask you something. You ever text a girl something simple, something you thought was sweet, and then instantly start panicking when she takes 3 hours to reply with a single emoji? Your brain goes into overdrive, rereading your own words like you've committed a crime. You're sitting there staring at the screen, wondering, wait, what did I do wrong? You know that feeling. You just officially entered a relationship with the girl you've been chasing for months. The hard part is supposed to be over, but instead of winning, you feel like you're losing. You're overanalyzing every 0.2-second delay in her response. You're watching the initial obsession fade into a cold, heavy silence. Most guys think they can finally relax once they have her. They treat the relationship like a finish line where the work is finally done. But that comfort is exactly where the trap begins. This shift in her energy isn't random. It's a biological response to a specific set of mistakes. These are draining your value before you even realize you've stepped into the trap. I want to be real with you. I've been that man. I've sat with my phone, watching a conversation go cold, telling myself, she's probably just busy. Meanwhile, I was ignoring my own work and my own world just to stay 100% available for her. We're trained to think that giving more equals keeping her, but your brain is actually just trying to solve an emotional problem by throwing away the very value that attracted her in the first place. You start clearing your schedule on a Tuesday or skipping your personal commitments because you think showing her she's your top priority builds a deeper connection. You might tell yourself, I'll drop everything for her so she knows she's my priority. But the reality is, the moment you become 24/7 available, you stop being the prize she wanted to earn and start being the option she no longer values. This is where attraction goes to die. Romantic desire doesn't breathe in peace. It survives in the tension between what she has and what she wants. When you replace that tension with total, predictable comfort, you aren't being kind. You're becoming boring. To understand why she's pulling away, we need to look at the invisible leaks in your behavior that are draining your value by the second. The first thing that silently drains your value is the death of your scarcity. Before she was yours, your time was limited. You had your own schedule and your own plans. You weren't available every single time she reached out. Most guys destroy this the moment they feel safe. They clear their calendar and they reply to texts in under 30 seconds. They drop everything the moment she wants to meet. Her brain is wired for pre-selection and scarcity. When you become 100% available, you aren't showing her love. You're signaling that you have nothing more important going on in your life than her. Most guys will say, I'm free all weekend. Just let me know when you want to hang out. But the grounded move is to say, I'm tied up until Thursday, but I'd love to see you then. Does 7 work? Availability is just the surface. The real damage happens when you start reporting your life to her. Before the commitment, she didn't have you figured out. That gap is what kept her hooked. Mystery creates desire, predictability kills it. Most guys start oversharing every thought and every minor insecurity the moment they get comfortable. They think they're being open, but vulnerability dumped all at once builds pity, not connection. Pity is the opposite of attraction. Most guys will rant, I had such a long day, my boss was annoying, then I just spent the whole afternoon thinking about you. But the centered response is simple. Had a productive day, handled a few things. How about yours? Once you lose the mystery, the power dynamic shifts and you start walking on eggshells. You begin prioritizing her comfort over your own standards. The moment you start worrying if she's mad at you, you've already placed her above you. Most guys will type an 87-word explanation to apologize for a joke she didn't like. The grounded reality is observing her mood calmly without letting it dictate your own emotional state. A woman cannot be attracted to a man she feels is beneath her. This leads to the most critical error, the moment your frame collapses. After commitment, a woman doesn't test you less, she tests you more. She needs to know the man she chose is still strong enough to handle her emotional storms. She will start arguments over things that make no logical sense just to see your reaction. Most guys fail these tests because they panic and apologize just to restore peace. But here is the authentic edge. True authenticity isn't about being soft or folding just to keep the peace. It's about holding your ground even when it creates friction. You traded her respect for a fake peace. But she doesn't want a man who avoids conflict. She wants a man who doesn't break under it. Most guys will plead, "I'm sorry, okay? Just stop being mad at me. I'll do whatever you want." The grounded script is, "I hear you, but I'm not going to argue about something that doesn't make sense. Let's talk when we're both calm." Once your frame collapses, your attention isn't a gift anymore. It's noise. Before she was yours, a compliment actually meant something because it wasn't thrown around every 5 minutes. Most guys flood the girl with attention and "I love you" texts like it's a nervous habit once they feel safe. When you give someone unlimited access to your attention without them earning it, it becomes white noise. Attraction thrives on the punish and reward theory. Rewards only work when they are earned. Most guys send constant compliment cycles and good morning texts every single day without fail. The grounded reality is rewarding her effort and pulling back your attention when she stops contributing to the relationship. If you find yourself over-explaining and chasing, you've already lost the lead. This brings us to the final verdict on your position. Silence is not rejection. Silence is clarity. If you find yourself over-explaining and chasing every time she pulls away, you've already lost the lead. Walking away from the trap of emotional comfort isn't being cold, it's having standards. It's choosing not to abandon the man she fell for just because you finally felt safe. You traded the man she loved for a comfortable version that was easier to be. But remember, attraction is not a negotiation you can talk your way into. It is a biological response to who you are and how you carry yourself. If you are genuinely confused about whether she is still interested, that confusion is usually your answer. Attraction requires you to remain the prize, even every single day after she commits. The finish line was never her commitment. The finish line is the day you stop growing. If you've ever felt yourself going soft the moment a relationship got comfortable, drop a comment. Trust me, we've all been there, trading our edge for peace, only to lose both. Let's talk about it in the comments. Now, realizing you've lost your edge is the first step, but knowing how to get it back without looking like you're playing mind games is where most guys fail. You can't just flip a switch. You have to recalibrate her subconscious image of you by returning to the man she first fell for. Most guys miss these subtle shifts until it's too late. If you do this wrong, you won't just lose her interest. You'll confirm her reasons for leaving. Stay measured, stay grounded, and never abandon your standards for comfort.